Rich Tehrani here with TMC. Thanks for watching. I'm here at CES 2013. I'm speaking with Bill Reifsnyder. We're in the G-Form booth. Bill, welcome to the show. What's new?
Thanks. Well, we've got a lot new this year. We're launching an entirely new line of extreme cases for the iPad, the iPad mini, the iPhone 5, the iTouch, and the Samsung S4. We've got a fantastic new introduction, a sneak peek at our product, which is going to convert your smartphone device, iPhone 5 is what we're showing here, into a sports action camera. And a lot of vibes. We're going to show you some of our sports stuff, which uses the exact same technology as our electronic stuff. So it's been a good show.
Very cool. What are some of the areas where the attendees are gravitating to? Like, is there anything more interesting that they seem to be focusing on? It's
really the technology, which is the same technology that we use for everything. It's really different than anything you're going to show. It's called RPT, which stands for Reactive Protection Technology. It actually uses the impact from forces from the force from impact, the energy from an impact, to create a chemical reaction, which eats about 95% of all of the energy, which allows us to be the thinnest, most protective case in the market.
Is that analogous to maybe a crumple zone in a car?
It's kind of like that. I mean, if it's analogous to well, it's not an airbag because we don't use that big, thick stuff, but it's in its natural state, it's kind of soft and flexible. The energy from impact instantaneously makes it harden to absorb 95% of the impact, and then instantaneously it's soft and flexible again.
Sounds to me like a Stretch Armstrong for those people old enough to remember what that is.
Yeah, you're dating yourself right now, but yeah, kind of like that. It's pretty cool. You'll understand it once I show you a demo.
Excellent. What's next? Let's go on this tour.
Sure. Let me start off here by just showing you some of our new line of products. So we've got we're showing some new iPad cases, which have our technology in it this year. We have some iPad mini cases. Here's my iPhone case. Once again, soft and flexible. Everything uses the same technology. And here is a Samsung S3 case as well. Everything uses the same technology. We actually took this case about 10 days ago, put it in a weather balloon out in the Arizona desert near Area 51, sent it up to about 100,000 feet. We had a tracking device on it to find it, a helicopter to retrieve it. We found it 41 miles away, lying in the rocky Arizona desert, perfectly fine and functional. That's on YouTube.
Quite impressive.
Yeah, so check it out on YouTube.
Excellent. So this is really for someone that's wants to protect their equipment and is in some kind of rugged environment, or even for everyday stress, I would imagine.
Everyday stress. I mean, we kind of show it in extreme situations. I mean, obviously not. The average person's not going to drop their iPhone from 100,000 feet, but the average person is going to drop their iPhone, will take it out of their pocket. So our point is that we can show you, it can handle. I mean, we get that all the time. We'll show you a bowling ball demonstration in a little bit, and people say, well, I'm not going to drop a bowling ball on my phone, but our response is the ground's a lot bigger and a lot harder than a bowling ball.
My first break of an iDevice was when I tried to take it out of my pocket like this, and sometimes I rotated around, but it slipped and it went up in the air over my head about 4 or 5 feet, or maybe not that high, but like a few feet over my head, and it came back down on my concrete garage floor. I was taking it out before I got into the car, and it landed on its corner. So I would say that kind of impact is a normal everyday impact, which probably simulates something as bad as the worst thing you could see.
Exactly, and you would have been perfectly fine. You can see our technology wraps around the entire phone, all the way into the corners, and we even have a lip on the front. If it drops in the glass, you're going to be fine. So if you're dropping this on its corner, you're going to be perfectly fine.
Fantastic. What's next?
Let's go over and show you some of our sports stuff. So we actually started as a sports company making pads for extreme sports. Any sport that has impact is relevant to us. A lot of longboarders use our stuff, a lot of mountain bikers use our stuff. We're launching some new soccer Shin Guards. We're going to be this first soft-sided soccer Shin Guard in the market. We're going to have a trials rider, which you'll see here in a few minutes. Football players, lacrosse players, you name it. Anything there's impact, this is relevant. And it's the same thing.
It's quite soft.
It's the same technology. It's soft and flexible. I mean, the biggest compliment we get on this is that athletes wear it all day long, and they tell us that they forgot they had it on.
I remember the Shin Guards I used to have when I played soccer that went inside the socks were just horrendous compared to something like this.
This is very soft. It's very flexible. Once again, hardens an impact. You can imagine a running back running down the field, taking a hit, This is going to harden, absorb 95% of that impact. By the time its foot hits the ground, it's soft and flexible again. So it's kind of like an airbag popping out in your car and then immediately going back in. And the good thing about us is that traditional padding relies on deceleration, which means it needs to be very thick to be effective. Ours is a chemical reaction. It uses that energy from impact to create that chemical reaction. We can be very thin, very flexible, very performance enhancing, and it's washable. So the great thing about this, you wear it a few times, it starts to smell not so good, take it home, throw it in the washing machine, you're good to go again the next day.
Excellent. What's next?
How about live demonstration?
All right, live demos are great.
Take you over here to our bowling ball smasher. Just this way. Proof's in the pudding. So this is kind of where we show people, because we kind of explain this to folks, and it's hard to imagine. People see our YouTube videos and they say, no way, that's fake, but it's real, because it truly is hard to believe until you see it in person. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you, first of all, using traditional padding. This is simply a laptop sleeve. We bought in the store before we came here. We chopped it up just to get some samples of the material to kind of show you what traditional padding would do.
So that's a concrete base.
This is a concrete base with just some soft cushioning padding from a competitor's laptop case. We're going to put some M&Ms on top here.
All right, there's a bunch of M&Ms being placed here on the padding.
Right. Another protective layer of cushioning on top.
Okay, layer of protective cushioning.
Now we're going to take an 8-pound bowling ball.
Should I eat some of those M&Ms to make sure they're real and not fake? No, I probably
usually
shouldn't.
try to do that.
You just want to make sure they're real.
Yeah. You take an 8-pound bowling ball. You're going to drop it 3 feet. The interesting thing to watch is when it hits the ground, the bowling ball is going to bounce back up. It's because all the energy from the bowling ball has gone through both layers of cushioning, through whatever it's trying to protect. It's hit the bottom of the concrete, has to go somewhere, so you see a bit of a bounce. So watch the bottom.
Wow.
Now, if this is your iPhone or your electronic device, it probably hasn't fared too well.
Okay, a bunch of smashed M&Ms as we might expect.
Now we're going to show you the same test, but we're going to use our technology. RPT, Reactive Protection Technology. Thin layer of it. M&Ms again. Another thin layer of technology on top. Same 8-pound bowling ball, 3-foot drop. Watch the difference at the bottom this time.
All right, let's see what happens.
See if the results are different. Once again, imagine your iPhone in there. Perfectly fine.
Wow.
So once again, very soft and flexible, hardens on impact, protects whatever's underneath. You can eat one to make sure they're real.
Yeah, these are real M&Ms.
Very good.
Incredible.
Once again, reactive protection technology. We use the same technology in all of our electronics, all of our athletic gear.
So, Bill, what are we seeing now?
So what you're seeing now, this is Trevor Badeau from Toronto, and he's one of our sponsored athletes who wears our performance apparel. Once again, same technology that we use in electronics. It's just for athletes. We just realized at a certain point, we started with the athletic stuff. We realized what protects your bones can protect your phones. So we quickly went into this, which gives us a very unique story. But Trevor's out here performing all day long, doing his amazing stuff. I mean, the best thing about this is it's very, very impactful. It's very light. It's very flexible. It's washable. There's nothing like it on the market. It's thin. It's protective. He wears it all day long. It's comfortable. But he's been quite a showstopper for us.
And we're going to try out your case on my iPhone 5 on air, right?
Absolutely.
All right, very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. My first G-Form case. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Wow, that was quite a shot.
So there you go. That's G-Form. That's protection.
And how do people find out more if they want to buy?
You can go to gform.com.
Thanks so much for your time.
Okay, thank you very much.